Hey, ya friends, how you doing? My name's Kenneth, and we're just jumping right into it. Playing a bit of WoW today. I figure I'd bring my friends along. So we've made it to Ungoro Crater, and Moonfruit is very happy about that. If you've been following WoW news, um, we're casual. We're not elite gamers here, so we weren't able to make it to max level before they put out the buff. So that's unfortunate. It kind of denigrates the experience a little bit in my mind, but well, having 40% quest experience did that anyway. But yeah, as you can see, we're now getting 100% quest experience. Maybe you like that, maybe you hate it. Let me know in the comments. I personally am not a fan. I'm not a fan of reduced difficulty. You can call it quality of life, call it what you want to. It's just making it easier to get things that you want to get. And I don't like things handed to me on a silver platter because when that happens, I'm not able to fully enjoy it because I feel like I didn't do enough to earn it. So the reward is a little bit less sweet. Oh, look at that. Cool. 8 gold. All right. That's cool. Might get a little bit more for it, but probably not. I mean, that's a decent Moonkin, it's okay for Moonkin. It's a little bit. It's definitely better for a Resto Druid or a Paladin because hey, um, yeah, different classes wear different gear in Classic. Which is I've always thought was uh, a cool thing about Classic. Some people don't like it. They want to look cool, right? It's hard for a paladin to look cool if he's wearing cloth or if he's wearing leather, right? Kind of gets a but that so that's a part of intentional game design there, right? Because you don't want low level gear, early gear looking good, right? Because if it does, it's just that much harder to make your high quality gear, your epics stand out, right? So would Judgment look as good? The Judgment set, would it look as good as if everything that you wore before that looked kind of good? No, it wouldn't, because you wouldn't have anything to contrast it to. So WoW always did this well, having early gear not look good, right? If you look at sort of modern MMOs, I hate that language, but some people think that's a positive term, right? To me, the term modern MMO is largely a derogatory term, right? It's a pejorative. Okay, so but let's talk about the gameplay a little bit. So yeah, what we're doing today is we made it to Ungoro through sheer grace and luck and just bumbling our way through the game. We've made it to Ungoro without dying, and that's good. That's a good achievement in itself. But we're going to try to go a bit further. And so we're out here, we're getting some soil, we're getting some power crystals, and we got to go hand in this quest, the Fair of Larcorwi. Yeah, kind of a tricky thing. But yeah, we're killing some raptors on our way. We're getting a little experience, but we're gonna head over and hand this in as soon as I get this guy dead. He's dead. All right, so we're gonna head over and turn this in and stick around. We'll get back with you. All right, handing in the Fair of Larcorwi. Larcorwi. Yes, Larcorwi. There we go. Grabbing the scent. And we're going to head right over and grab those pheromone glands. Not too far of a trek, so Should be there shortly. All right, so we're going to get started here by killing a few raptors. I believe because when you step on the scent glands, what tends to happen is it spawns another larger raptor that's usually around your level, and you don't want to have pulled a bunch of these guys and have that guy beating on you too. It's not really a good idea. So we're going to clear out just a little bit around this before we get into stomping on those eggs, man. And you guys will have to forgive me, but I woke up with a sore throat this morning, so this is difficult as it is. So it's really hard for me to change the tone of my voice, change the pitch, the volume. It's really just hurting my throat. So if I'm more if I'm more monotone than usual in this video, that's why. So apologies for that. We'll do the best we can. Did you guys watch my previous video in the series? Oh, there he is. He came quick. Let me get away from this other guy. But we went pretty hard on game design, and we talked about that. If you did watch, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you thought about that. You know, that's something we'll probably touch on more is a bit of game design philosophy, and we'll definitely very lightly touch on politics from here, but not typical global politics or just American politics. Probably more politics around game news and so on. I just don't see I don't see me getting into, what the current administration is doing in America or anything like that. No, but stuff related to game news, what's going on with Blizzard, what's going on with Microsoft, what's going on with Amazon Game Studios, that sort of thing. So, but certainly I welcome feedback in that regard. It's hard to do these videos and just talk about the gameplay, right? It's like sometimes I'm playing this game and I'm going along here and I feel like I'm doing an arena version of commentary for the PvE leveling that we're doing. And I get the feeling that that's not all that exciting, right? So sometimes certainly, if something's going wrong, I feel like that's a good time to talk about that sort of thing. We can start giving commentary on just sort of on my thoughts about how to get out of a particular uh, slippery situation. But most of the time, because this is such a prepared and focused effort that I'm making, that I don't really find myself in those situations too often. So, and I forgot I'm supposed to be getting the soil here. I always like to clear out around the objective first because you never know. Well, he's going really far away, so I'm not too worried about him. I don't like that I have to shift out to get stuff. Um, you know, the thing is that a good game design choice? Did Kevin Jordan make the right call here in having druids shift into normal form to, or caster form to pick up items? Well, I have two minds about it, right? Um, if I think about it as a player, I don't like it, right? Because it calls to shift back into cat costs 618 mana, and we only have about 2,800. So having to shift out to get an item, and then when you have quests like this, look at all this, right? We got a bunch more stuff to pick up, right? So it means a lot of shifting from cat into caster back into cat. That cast sequence takes a lot. We're going to see if these eggs cooldown are up. I think they are. Yep. That takes a lot of mana, okay, which increases downtime. Uh, So, like I said, I'm of two minds here. As a player, I don't like it. Thinking about it in the mind of a game designer, putting on my game designer hat, I do like it. Why? Well, I like that from a role play perspective. Could a cat, pick up certain things uh, with their claws and actually have that fine motor dexterity to pick up certain items? No, probably not. So, from a role play standpoint, it's really good, right? It's really immersive. From a gameplay point of view, um, well, it sucks, right? Because it's burning all this mana. I got to accept the journal here. Here we go. And okay, so now we're really just focused on getting as many crystals as we can. So, and soil. And here's a red one over here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about Druid cat form picking up items and so on. So, could I pick up a red power crystal in cat form? I don't think so. But then you say, okay, well, it's not the rule is not applied evenly, right? Because I can pick up herbs in different forms. I can pick up herbs in caster form. I can pick up herbs in uh, I can pick up herbs in cat form, in seal form, you name it. Okay. So what's the deal with that? Well, if you really think about it, you probably could pick up, as a cat, you probably could pick up herbs as a cat. I don't know how a seal would do it. I can't really see a pathway forward with a seal picking up strangle kelp and what have you. I don't know what they do, whether they use their mouth, but I can see it as a cat. So again, from a player perspective, I like it in terms of role play, and from a game from a just a purely gameplay perspective, I don't like it because it burns a ton of mana. Um, from a game design perspective, it makes a lot of sense, right? Because it causes you to make a choice, right? It's like, let's say there's an instance where there's a bunch of mobs around. Uh, you want to kill all those mobs before you pick up the herb because you're going to be lower on mana than you otherwise would be having shifted out of cat and then back into cat and then potentially getting a bunch of mobs on you. So it causes the player to make a choice. And it's great from a game design perspective. I don't like it from a gameplay perspective, but there's more pros about it. It has more pros if you sit down and write it out. Um, there's more pros than there are cons for being able to shift into cat or having to shift into caster to pick up certain items. So that's where I'm at on that. Let's see if we can get a couple more soil. Let's see, what are Gorishi scent gland? Let me see if I can get that. Yeah, let's focus on getting this gland. I think that's a good thing to focus on. I kind of feel like when I start talking about game design and stuff like that, I get really into it, and it's hard to actually focus on the gameplay. So I kind of start running around in a circle almost. But that's okay. No big deal. Die. There you go. Got to watch my health here. You never know. I do have that add-on. Let's see what it's called. Unit scan. So hopefully it picks up if a Tyrannosaurus gets close to me, or a Ravisaur, whatever you call them. I don't know. Devilsaur. That's what they are. A Devilsaur. All right. So we did get it, didn't we? Or did we not? No, we didn't. We did. Okay, we got the Gorishi scent gland. All right. So that seems like a good stopping point for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the video, like the video. If you like my content, please be sure to subscribe. And if you have any feedback for me, I'm always listening. I'm always reading. Please leave a comment below. All right. See you later. Bye-bye.